So, Nintendo's next home console now has a release date, which is March 2017. And you might be wondering why I'm not more excited. That's because it was revealed in the boringest way possible via a financial statement to shareholders, which said, new console hardware, March of 2017. So it was mentioned in passing along with their game sales and all of those other things. So it's not even like it was big news. It was a little line about this new thing that people are so excited about, just in passing. There's no new information really other than that release date contained in the financial report, because there's not any images, there's not any description, there's just that their next hardware would be releasing pretty much a year from now. You would think that if they were going to be revealing something after teasing it for so long, they would actually, announce. And then with the announcement, there'd be information. But instead, we've got, oh yeah, it's coming out. Which I guess is better news than hearing that it's been canceled, but March 2017. So for everyone that thought it was coming out this year, sorry, you're stuck with your Wii U for another year. There are a few other tidbits about the NX. First, there was an interview with Nintendo's president in the Japanese newspaper Nikkei. I think that's how it's pronounced. His quote indicated that the NX hardware, when it comes out, would be replacing both the Wii U and the 3DS. All of the rumors that you've been hearing about a combined home and mobile console might be 100% correct. Of course, only time will tell if it's a traditional console or if we end up with what we've already seen in these various leaked patent drawings. The ones with the little oval controller. Yeah, it might actually still be that. Since they haven't released any pictures, we can't rule it out yet. Also, in the Wall Street Journal, there was an interview with... don't remember. It'll be in the description, the link to it so you can read it. But he said that there was not going to be any NX at E3. So not only have they announced it and not given any information, they've also declined to announce when they'd be announcing it. Because you'd think that E3 would be the ideal place to announce your new system, but Nintendo knows more than I do about this. Maybe they know what they're doing. But that is not all of the Nintendo news about things being delayed into 2017. You remember that Zelda game that you were so excited to finally get to play this year after it was delayed from last year? Well, it's actually now been delayed until next year. So, 2017, Zelda, Wii U, presumably NX as well. So, maybe it's going to be a launch game for the NX. We'll have another Twilight Princess situation where near identical versions of the same game on two generations. Which all of this leads to the big question, which is, Nintendo, what are you doing? You announce something, and then you don't tell anyone that you're announcing it, and you don't have any information, and then you announce that you're not going to be talking about it at the big gaming show, which would be fine, except that at the big gaming show, it's, at this point, pretty likely that Sony's going to have their updated PlayStation. There's no way there's not going to be a new Xbox to go along with that. And so Nintendo is going to be left out of the party, and on top of that, their biggest game for the Wii U, the thing that probably could have carried the show, is next year as well, meaning that 2016 is going to be another fairly thin year for the Wii U, just like 2015. I would think that they would be a little bit more interested in telling us about their next big thing, but they don't really seem to want to, because the main thing that I'm telling you now, it wasn't even a big announcement on their part, and this is about the future of the company, and it's just oh yeah, mentioned in passing, financial analysts. well, I guess we'll find out if it was worth it in another year. Unless it gets delayed until 2018. With the Zelda game also getting delayed as well. But I'm sure Nintendo will be fine. They know what they're doing. Just not telling us anything. Delaying. They know what they're doing. Zelda. NX. Look forward to it in 2017. And that is, I think, actually all of the news that we have for you today. Thank you very much for watching. And remember, we're not mind readers, so if you'd want to communicate to us, there's buttons underneath the video that will enable you to do that. And if you don't want to use those buttons, I'll just have to imagine that you're furiously mind beaming them to me, in which case I very much appreciate the effort.